Good morning. It is Real Estate Talks Tuesday. Hopefully, you're doing well in this crazy times that we're living. And this week, I'm going to talk about SWOT analyses. So, I've mentioned them before, along with risk tolerance in some of my previous ones, but I'm going to break down some information on SWOT analysis, kind of understand what exactly it means, because right now, that's kind of what I'm doing while I have some free time, is to do SWOT analyses on my own properties and on future investments. So basically what a SWOT analysis is, it stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So a lot of people like to make pie charts or lists or whatever works. It's kind of like a pros and cons type of thing. But it just goes a little bit more into depth on different aspects of certain areas. So I like to do it kind of like this. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. So I have it in like a plus sign kind of thing where you have strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So you kind of want to make it do, you can do it any way you want. Like I said, this is just the way I prefer to do it because I like to do lists and kind of see, compare and contrast how many strengths I have versus weaknesses and opportunities and threats. Right now I've only listed one to show you kind of an example because everything's going to be different for each person. So your strengths and your weaknesses are going to be something that reflects you personally or your business, how you have it set up and what, all the different types of goals and risks and stuff that you prefer or don't prefer. So it's like internal, right? And so then opportunities and threats are going to be stuff that you're going to list that's an outside of your business, right? So they're external factors that you need to consider. So on here I did some examples. So like for your strengths, depending on what your strengths are personally, you can put up here stuff like knowledge of real estate taxes. So if you have a good knowledge of, real estate taxes, how they work and all that stuff, that can be a strength that you can use in your ongoing investments. So also, and then over here are the weaknesses. So weaknesses would be something like a lot of times it's property management because people don't like to do property management or it's hard for them to do in general, not just, not liking it, but just it's difficult. There's a lot of stuff. So if you have, a tenant that's difficult and, doesn't pay rent on time or, it always has problems, causes issues in your apartment, that can, be underneath a weakness if you can't, do the property management really well. That's where most people have a weakness. Or if you don't have a good property management that can communicate to you efficiently on some of the issues that are going on. And then we have down here the opportunities and the threats. So these are the external ones. So the opportunities here, I put one down here for an example, is it's a hedge against inflation. So, if you leverage your properties right. So you can have, your money tied up in your your investment, right? So basically it's going to be worth more money. You pay less but get more later, right? So you're hedging against inflation as the dollar gets, weaker against investment properties or things that you purchase, right? And then threats over here would be something like an economic shutdown, which what we're facing today, right? So there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of people that are renters or kind of in the hospitality sector, so that can hurt obviously your business, because if they can't pay their rent, you can't pay your mortgage. So that's another external threat. So you can also, there's lots of other ones that you can think of, like natural disasters that put people out of work or damages your property and so forth. So that is what a SWOT analysis is. And I encourage you to either, if you have properties, to sit down and kind of do one of those if you've never done it before, or if you're looking to continue, or you're looking into buying a property, an investment property, it's a good time to kind of sit down and see where you are in your process of buying or purchasing one, or if it's a good fit for you in the long run. So a SWOT analysis is basically just a good tool that almost every business uses, because it shows how your strengths and your weaknesses will affect how your business operates, along with the successes and the failures of it, along with knowing and understanding the opportunities and the threats that are out there that can harm your business or propel it to the next level. So if you have any questions on a SWOT analysis or how to sit down and come up with some ideas, contact me through my social pages. And if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you always get the latest updates on my videos every week. And have a great rest of the week. Stay warm out there and stay safe and healthy.